World Class Championship Wrestling. From downtown Dallas, Texas, at the world-famed Sportatorium. It's great to have you along. I'm Bill Mercer, and our main event is a powerful, crunching match featuring the former World Heavyweight Champion, Kerry Von Erich from Denton County, Texas, and Devastation Incorporated's terrible Mongolian Killer Khan. This one will explode all over this arena. In addition, Chief Strongbow is going to be on hand. Also, Buck Zumhoff and the Iceman, and many more of the world's greatest wrestlers right here on World Class Wrestling. We'll be back with the encore match. That's Kevin Von Erich and Gino Hernandez next on World Class Championship Wrestling. Stella Mae French strikes again as we watch the replay of Gino Hernandez and Kevin Von Erich, and we join in progress.
Kevin getting ready to roll now as Gino tries to insult him. Oh, you don't want to make Kevin Von Erich mad. Don't get him angry, which he has just become. Gino asked for that. Making Kevin Von Erich look bad, and now Gino has a headache. Here's another replay of that one. Look at Kevin come flying out of that. He had taken that verbal abuse and sent Gino flying. And a reverse chin lock, not quite a sleep hold. Gino Hernandez, originally from Houston, likes to call himself a happy half-breed. Father was a professional wrestler. Listen to that crowd chant at Gino now. Kevin Von Erich with a tremendous body scissors around the torso of Gino Hernandez. And Kevin really is in charge. Gino is an outstanding wrestler. I think right now, though, he is so concerned about other things that he can't put his mind to it. Kyle drive him down there a little bit. And now, reverse shoulder. Tried for a pin off the body scissors, didn't quite work. Five minutes gone in this main event on World Class Championship Wrestling. Here next week, Kerry Von Erich and Killer Khan will be meeting. Well, the crowd has indicated in the past they'd like to see Stella, but we have had no inkling that she might be here. Gino biting the foot, the toe of Kevin Von Erich. Well, that has to hurt. It goes right back again. Now Kevin gives Gino a shot, gives himself a chance to rest. High fly, Kevin Von Erich. The elder of the brothers. Kevin, Kerry, and Mike. And Kevin ready to fly and comes down on those knees of Gino Hernandez. Oh, that's got to shake up your innards. And Kevin is shaken up, and so is Gino Hernandez. No, Kevin now trying to come back. Gino coming back on Kevin. Rolling headlock. Here comes Gino climbing the ropes. That is Pat. Oh, there goes Gino. Kevin, turn that around. And Kevin Von Erich showing the iron claw. And has it. Kevin Von Erich placing the iron claw on the head of Gino Hernandez, but Gino's must be broken. There's the count, and Gino escapes. Kevin Von Erich holding forth in the ring as Gino now has more of a headache. His world was so neat and ordered, his condominiums, his expensive car, his jet plane, his lovely girlfriends. Now his world seems to be crumbling about him. And all because of a woman who has haunted him and physically attacked him. Stella Mae French. Oh, there's a shot to the jaw, and Gino goes tumbling down. The iron claw again as Kevin Von Erich placed it on the head of the handsome young man from Highland Park, Gino Hernandez. I don't know if Gino can make it to the ropes this time or not. Yeah, looks like he can. But instead, he scrubs into the eyes of Kevin Von Erich and goes to work with part of the gauze that's come off or tape off his wristband. Trying to choke Kevin Von Erich. But Gino has taken advantage of Kevin, and let's see if he can hold on to it. Out goes Kevin. And Gino now is the man in charge. Kevin a little groggy, looking around, trying to orient himself with the ring and the surroundings. Kevin stepping up to the apron, and Gino hammering right back on him. Gino, the former American heavyweight champion, now the Texas champion. But Mike Von Erich owns that American belt, and of course that makes Gino even more sensitive to backing it. Von Erich, like Kevin Von Erich, who unleashes his kick. Kevin to the attack. Kevin maintains the pressure. Oh, does he hammer into that spine of Gino. Gino flying through the air. Kevin Von Erich indicates the claw again. Goes right back to it again the third time. And once again, Gino is saved on the ropes. Three times Gino Hernandez has been saved on the ropes. Whoop. And now we've got something on the hand. 3 is the indication. Gino Hernandez came out, whatever he had, and slugged Kevin Von Erich. Puts that back in his trunks now. It looked like a roll-up. Well, I can't really tell, but Gino handles it very well. And here comes Stella Mae. Look out, here comes Stella Mae. Gino. Stella Mae on top of Gino Hernandez. Stella Mae has attacked Gino again. The paranoia is true. Here comes David Manning in the ring. And Stella Mae pulled back. Pulled away. Gino hit by Kevin Von Erich as Gino had those brass knuckles. There are the knuckles. There they are, whatever he had, and he was going after Stella Mae. Well, Stella Mae French has struck again. Kevin Von Erich is the winner. Gino Hernandez has been disqualified because Gino lost those knuckles that he placed over his fist to hit Kevin Von Erich. He tried to use them against Stella Mae. And here comes Stella and Gino and David Manning in the middle. And it's hair pulling time. And it's roughhouse time. And Kevin and Gino after it. Kevin Von Erich has been acclaimed the winner. Gino has been acclaimed the loser. And now a little chair up there. Well, Stella Mae French is real. They're in living color. Gino said he saw her everywhere. Well, he's seen her in this event. And by her appearance, Gino proved himself to be a the person who would use an illegal object. We'll go back to the time that Gino Hernandez used the illegal object, what we'll call brass knucks. There he is, putting it on, you see there. Some type of extra equipment to go on his knuckles, and he slammed into the head of Kevin Von Erich. Now, Bronco Libby did not see them then. But when Stella Mae French came back in the ring, or came in the ring, Gino tried to put him on and hit her, and was discovered and disqualified. Gino has said one way or the other. One way or the other. There is a very, very disturbed Gino Hernandez, and possibly so, if someone was constantly shadowing you. We'll be back to tell you more about World Class Championship Wrestling in a moment.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Sportatorium for World Class Championship Wrestling, the only wrestling promotion seen worldwide, all bout sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Your officials are Rick Hazard and Bronco Lubitsch. First event on the card, one fall, 10-minute time limit from Canada. 260 pounds, Kelly Kanitsky. And across the ring, his opponent, St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the West, 235 pounds, Iceman King Parsons. Rick Hazard, your referee.
Our first event on World Class Championship Wrestling. And a dandy to open up. Two different styles. Iceman King Parsons being checked by the referee Rick Hazard. And Kelly Kanitsky, the roughhouser from Canada, son of Gene Kanitsky, former great. And we're ready to go with this stupendous bout at the Sportatorium, the most famous wrestling arena in the world. An exciting edition of World Class Championship Wrestling. And watch, even though he gives up 25 pounds here to Kanitsky, the weight has nothing really to do with it, nor does the about 6 inches in height. Because the Iceman King Parsons is so fast, so quick, so explosive, and he can give up some size and some height and still stay on even terms. He can just out-move anybody in the ring. Now we'll see what Kelly Kanitsky can do here if he can, whack and a chop right back. Fast hands of Iceman King Parsons and into the headlock. Now watch him roll and get started here. Good move, left shoulder, little step in there, little jitter step, and up and in, and roll him up. You gotta go, my good, quick roll up, 1, 2, nice move by Kanitsky. This one's gonna have some action, as you can see right now in the first minute. Fantastic action. Good side mare. Headlock move, roll over on the shoulders. I don't know if Kanitsky pulled his trunks or not. There was a look at it, but not sure. Good move into a head scissors by Kanitsky. But the quick man, Iceman King Parsons from St. Louis, Missouri, rolls right out of that. Speaking of quick things and exciting activity, city of Tampa, Florida, where all the action is. Great resort city, great city in itself, and we're glad to be there with World Class Championship Wrestling. Tampa, Florida. I think there was a little hair pull there. Kanitsky shakes it off. The fans say yes, and Rick Hazard has a decision to make. But as yet, he hasn't made that decision, whether to call it off, and did not. Kelly Kanitsky holds on. Speaking of big spectaculars, probably the biggest thing that has ever worked its way around into that part of Texas. The biggest show ever coming to San Antonio. I mean, it is so big that it's having to be sort of a committee of people in charge of bringing in the outstanding talent. It is a huge one. And we'll be telling you more about that one in San Antonio. One of the fastest growing cities in the United States. And of course, a world-class championship wrestling city. Kelly Kiniski right now holding in a very tight head scissors, and of course has the chin locked underneath. You can see how well that's locked. And that check to be sure it's not a choke, and that's very close. And that's why Iceman King Parsons has not been able to work his way out, but now he can. He can turn it around and slide this one. Keep working, keep maneuvering, and kind of like a cork in a bottle, his head comes up. Good move in there, turn up. Looked like a trunk pull by Kiniski. A hair pull by Kiniski. Hazard counts him off of it. Knee to the midsection. And you see Kiniski exploding with his wrath and fury. More of that. And Kiniski unloading on Iceman King Parsons. But every time the Iceman seems to have just about gone, he comes back. Strikes again. Strikes harder. But Kiniski's a tough one. He learned from his father. Kiniski in tight, rolling off the Iceman. Watch out here. Kiniski's not that quick. Iceman King Parsons, though, moves quickly in. Side bear move again. Nice move. Count of almost two, and Iceman has things cool now for Kiniski. Oh, there's a pull over. It's like a pull of the trunks, too. But, of course, you don't break that because basically the hold is right there. Iceman King Parsons. Certainly everything out in front. As for the trunks. 5 minutes gone in this opening bout. Up again, look out right through the ropes and onto the floor. Oh, that's a tough bump for Iceman King Parsons. Projected him right between the ropes. We project. Speaking of projection, that the Stella Mae French and Gino Hernandez involvement now is going to break into a full-blown configuration of excitement and terror. And the terror, I think, is really the parent. Oh, move on a clothesline by Kiniski. Might have the Iceman. Not quite. And the terror that Gino Hernandez goes through constantly was evident the last time we saw him when Stella Mae came in. Gino Hernandez seeing Stella Mae at every turn, in every situation, as Kiniski with a drop. It's a count of not two. That's tough. And Iceman is tough. Gino Hernandez looks around every corner. Gonna have a neck breaker, gonna try it. Kiniski trying to work on Iceman and finish him off. Drives into the chest. Stella Mae French has cost Gino Hernandez the American title. Cost him a lot of sleep, a few lumps. Oh, what a move. What a move by a bouncing, groggy Iceman King Parsons. Now Kelly Kiniski is equally groggy and even more so as Iceman King Parsons blows into Kiniski. Explodes all over him. Oh, nice move by Kiniski. Watch this one. Ah, flying headbutt. I don't know how Kiniski came out of that one. Another one. Kiniski racked up. Kiniski in all sorts of troubles as Iceman takes a few shots in this battle. Up and over by Iceman King Parsons. Kiniski on the mat. Here comes the Iceman. Oh, into the knees. Timing perfect for Kiniski. That's all Iceman could do was try to get that flying body slam. Here comes Kiniski. Rips into a flying elbow. Well, Kiniski thinks he has this one wrapped up now. Don't ever take the Iceman that much for granted. Good roll up. 1, 2, 3. I guess so. And he
Don't ever take the Iceman for granted. Let's go to Mark Lawrence for the time.
Man wins the event.
Iceman King Parsons does it again, and we're going to do some more. More excitement of world-class championship wrestling coming up next. Gary Hart, our man from Chicago. Gentleman Chris Adams, our man from England. I understand you have some big news.
I do, Bill, and especially for everybody out there. The big news is that Gary Hart and myself have signed along the dotted line. We've formed a contract. He is now officially to be my advisor. Now, I know you people out there might think Gary Hart, but I thought the same too. And I know that in some areas he's liked and some areas he's disliked, but I trust him to be my manager and advisor.
All right, if they do say Gary Hart, what are you going to answer? What are you going to do as an advisor?
I'm going to tell him that everybody I've ever been associated with has went straight to the top. The great Kabuki, Gino Hernandez, the spoiler, and the list goes on and on. But I don't think any of these men had the attributes that this young man, Chris Adams, has. And next week, right here on World Class Championship Wrestling, Skandor Akbar, to prove my point. One, Christopher Adams is going to wrestle Chauncey Wild Bill Irwin. So we're going to find out, Skandor, if your mouth is as bad as your breath seems to be. Because next week on World Class Championship Wrestling, you are going to be mine, Skandor Akbar, and Wild Bill Chauncey's going to be his. Believe it.
We'll watch it. Thank you, Gary Hart. Thank you, Chris Adams. Well, you know, when you talk about a pair, one of the most interesting pair is those pretty young things. Now, they think they're beautiful. I'm not sure we could agree, but there's one thing they do like. It's Michael Jackson and his pretty young thing. Let's watch this. Wrestling. Our main event is a stupendous tag team event featuring Kevin and Kerry Von Erich against those awesome men of Devastation Incorporated, Killer Khan, and the Missing Link. That's next week, the main event on World Class Championship Wrestling. And now let's go to the ring and Mark Lawrence.
One fall, ladies and gentlemen, 20-minute time limit, a tag team bout. First of all, known as the Pretty Young Things, the first PYT from Memphis, Tennessee, 240 pounds, Norvell Austin. His teammate also from Memphis, 240 pounds, Coco Ware. And across the ring, their opponents, first from the plains of Oklahoma, 245 pounds, Chief Jules Strongbow. And from Hawaii, 240, Buck Rock and Roll Zumhoff. Bronco Lubitsch, your referee.
tag team event right here on World Class Championship Wrestling with Bronco Burbage, the man in the striped shirt. Chief Jewel Strongbow getting some support from his friends, the tribe in the stands. Didn't like that move. Pretty young thing said, "Oh, wait a minute." Austin flag. Chief Jewel Strongbow. His father's a famous wrestler. He's in a wrestling family. Of course, so many are that way. They're the celebrated of international fame, the Von Erichs. So we're going to see the Von Erichs in action. Kerry Von Erich against Killer Khan. That's our main event. When we talk of excitement, we want you to think about World Class Championship Wrestling, West Texas scene. Coming to Lubbock, Abilene, and Amarillo. Yeah, there it is. If it's West Texas, it's got to be Lubbock, Abilene, and Amarillo, and World Class Championship Wrestling will be there. And we'll be there with fun and excitement. Pretty young thing trying to wiggle his way out of this headlock, but not doing too well with the wiggle. And talking to Gary Hart a moment ago, I should have mentioned the Cubs. Well, we can talk about Gary Hart, we can talk about Chicago. And he is a Cubs fan. But who isn't? And Bob Evers, our good buddy in Chicago. And all you fans we've heard from in that delightful city by the lake. And up here on the north side, but all over town, they are really excited about World Class Championship Wrestling. And of course, the Cubs. All right, there goes Zumhoff. Look out. Zumhoff almost standing head up on the head. One of the pretty young thing. Zumhoff works it again. Nice job. On a count of 2, not quite 3. Zumhoff rock and rolling on the head with a pretty young thing. World Class Championship Wrestling, speaking of Chicago, earlier we mentioned Tampa. Around the United States, more than 52 cities across the world. And there's a good move by Strongbow. The Chief have a little powwow with the pretty young thing. A little tomahawk to set things straight or separate them. And here he comes. Shot right on the top of the forehead. Well, Chief Strong. Whoa, there's a shot. Speaking of rough ones, the Chief hammered by the pretty young thing who can take a blow or two and delivers a head knocker. But misses that one. Nice move by the Chief. Coming down on now for a count of 1, not quite 2. As coach of all of this activity. A full Nelson, and Chief Strongbow gives the pretty young thing Austin another whack. Well, they've had Austin in there. Ware would like to go and have his shot at him. There's a double rolling headlock. Zumhoff. Nicely handled there and a good takedown by the pretty young thing. Oh, the rock and roll man. In a tough situation now as the first 5 minutes of this bout has gone by. There's Buck, rock and roll Zumhoff. And a hammerlock in there from Austin. Pretty young thing. Now, Ware comes in. And will pick up some intensity. Ware's had a chance to rest. Look at that. Oh, driving elbow into the jaw of Zumhoff. A body slam. Ware is on a rampage. And quickly calls his partner back in. To do a hammer job on Buck, rock and roll Zumhoff. And of course, if you can get that combo going on these teams, it keeps everybody fresh and everybody ready. First chin lock. Zumhoff does not look happy, and the expression is not one of anger and frustration. Right. Chris and Gary Hart together. Well, that
possibilities. Gentleman Chris Adams, delightful young man, very popular, very genteel. Ware crossing on the inside as Austin hammers away. Pretty young thing hammering on Zumhoff. And the music they're making right now is not good for Zumhoff's ears. And Ware comes in and pops that forearm. Chief Strongbow in frustration on his side of the ring. He can't help out. Is that a sleep hold? It looks like it's close to it. Just a chin lock, but Zumhoff is really trying to break through the barrier and not doing a very good job. Great straight by the pretty young thing. BYT. And they're dressed rather prettily, too. Now rock and roll Zumhoff trying to move across to that territory where the Cherokee man is waiting for him. Couldn't quite do it. Once again, it's a pretty young thing, and they have the timing and the pacing going now, but look at Zumhoff. He's trying to do it all by himself in this very serious situation in the corner. Nice move outside. Roll around and roll up, and here comes Strongbow. Arrested Strongbow, slashing. He'll take no prisoners in this one. But the PYT is a tough man too, and look at him explode all over the Chief. Here they come. Into the knee. Right back in with his timing. And when they can get that rolling, when each man handles about a minute or a minute and a half, and that exchange really becomes important. But the Chief is not one to give up. And the count, the beat, and the fervor picks up. And Chief Strongbow is still saying, I'm here and ready to go. Inside now by pretty young thing. Austin has a headlock. And Chief Strongbow has a problem trying to get out of it. Zumhoff is ready to come back in. And the crowd picks it up. He'd like to go someplace besides where he is right now, and he's working at it. Might have it. Good body, good shoulder. And a ram of that knee, and here comes Coco Ware, and is he going to make it in time? Oh, yeah. He picks it up. Boy, does he unleash a tremendous amount of lightning. But they're just hammering each other like a couple of boys in the schoolyard. What a shot. Zumhoff. Pretty young thing. Here's another one in. Boom. Another one. Strongbow hammering. Maybe they can get a double block right here. A chop. Here we go. No, the collision is the other way around. And Zumhoff is down. Oh, that turned around in a hurry. There goes Zumhoff. Strongbow. Feel a quiver right here. And here's a combo deal too. Flying. There's Coco Ware. Here comes Zumhoff and the count, and that's it. Did he make it? No, not quite. Not quite, because he wasn't legitimately in the ring. Zumhoff comes flying down. 1, 2, 3, and he legitimately wins. Zumhoff and Ware were the ones who were supposed to be in there. And Zumhoff flying across, picked up the victory. Here's Mark Lorenz.
10 minutes, 42 seconds. Zumhoff and Strongbow are winners.
Well, the pretty young things are still trying to figure out what happened. That'll happen to the best of us. And we'll be back with the main event next on World Class Championship Wrestling. World Class Championship Wrestling. And here comes the young man from Denton County, Texas, the modern day warrior, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Gary Von Erich. What an entrance. What a man. And he has a tremendous opponent. We'll see about that as Mark Lawrence tells us all about it.
One fall main event, 60-minute time limit from Mongolia, presented by General Akbar from Devastation Incorporated, 280 pounds, Killer Khan. Denton County, Texas, 260 pounds, former world heavyweight champion, Gary Von Erich. Bronco Levitz, your referee.
Ah, this one should explode in unabashed fury as Killer Khan takes the instructions of his money man mentor, Skander Akbar, the man, the head man of Devastation Incorporated. Now, how many people ever screamed when you took your shirt off, just like Kerry did just then? Yeah, it used to be Charles Atlas. Now it's Gary Von Erich. Everybody wants to be like Killer Khan. This is the man. And you see him at the bottom of the picture, Skander Akbar. This is the organization that Gary Hart wants to demolish. And that's why he signed up Chris Adams. Well, we'll see how that works out. Gary Hart and Chris Adams together. Chris Adams saying that Gary is his advisor as we watch Khan take Gary Von Erich to the corner. Now, Khan is built, of course, obviously differently. Oh, look at that shot. And a Gary Von Erich, but there is a tremendous strength that Killer Khan possesses. A tremendous desire to maim and injure and tear up, as we saw with Chick Donovan. And he did to Kevin Von Erich using the Oriental Spike and all the others that he has maimed. Gary Von Erich. The crowd does too. Gary Von Erich. Moving against Killer Khan. Gary Von Erich moving away, Khan trying to move in quick, and Gary's got all the speed. A battle on the ropes. Scrub across the eyes. Khan is vicious. That is all just vicious, but Gary Von Erich will battle back, and he'll take his pound of flesh the hard way, the straight way. Oh, Khan didn't want to be body slammed, and he comes. Well, that's putting some pressure on him, I'll tell you. Hooks him, rolls, nice takedown on the arm, and he's got the arm. Now, watching Gary Von Erich reminds me of that outstanding publication by Gary Holder, Requiem to a Champion, dedicated to the late David Von Erich. We'll tell you about the booklet. We'll tell you how to order that. Be sure to get a pencil and paper, and I'll tell you a little later on. Requiem to a Champion by Gary Holder. Oh, Killer Khan forcing Gary Von Erich in the corner. Killer Khan slashing away. Killer Khan, not a beautiful sight to watch this. Oh, where's a beautiful sight? Here's another one as Gary Von Erich comes in. Killer
Killer Khan, a man of muscle and meanness from Mongolia. Mean, muscle Mongolia. I guess that fit together pretty well. Hammered away, Khan, as he knows. And of course, he likes to hammer his man down until he can put that Oriental spike in. That's what he's trying to do right now with Kerry Von Erich. Devastation. Khan and the Link teaming up next week. Now watch Khan here. He's got the spike up. Kerry's watching him, and oh, there's a test of strength. The muscles will ripple in this one as we move in for a close look here at the attempt. And the battle. Sort of arm wrestling in the ring. Look at that muscles ripple with strength and power exerted by both. Kerry Von Erich, there's a spike. The Oriental spike. And there is the iron claw in the midsection. The abdominal claw. And Khan letting out a gasp of pain and fury as Kerry Von Erich puts the iron claw into the abdomen of the monstrous Killer Khan. Kerry Von Erich with a chance to rest now, and Khan gasping for breath. But he comes roaring right back. One thing he does is recover rapidly. Into the corner. Nice move right there. Kerry Von Erich working on Khan. They make a head-on collision, and Kerry smashing away as Khan almost had a chance for the spike. There's an elbow drop in the neck. Khan stepping right into it. Kerry Von Erich hammering away. And it is Khan back, and whoa, what a shot. Sending Kerry to the mat. Double chop, 5 minutes gone in this bout. Our main event of World Class Championship Wrestling. Our hero from Denton County, Texas, taking a terrible blow on the chin. And Khan is up on the ropes. And Khan missing as he tries to drive into the midsection of Kerry Von Erich. Here comes Khan, up and over. A tremendous move by Kerry Von Erich. Wccw watching this excitement. Skander Akbar in a little bit of a problem as he gets some signals. But he seems very relaxed on the side. The iron claw on the head of Killer Khan, but they're in the ropes. And here is the Link. The missing Link. And now the Link has arrived, but the Link takes the iron claw too, but Kerry Von Erich. The bell as Kerry Von Erich puts the Khan out of the ring, and now Kerry Von Erich puts the claw on the Link. But here comes Khan back. Now remember, next week the main event is Kerry Von Erich and Kevin Von Erich against these two of Devastation Incorporated, the Link and Khan. The bout is over if Bronco Libich can stop the action. But they're trying to maim Kerry Von Erich. They're trying to hurt Kerry Von Erich. Here comes Rick Hazard. Yeah, the referee down to help out. As Khan and the Link have battered on Kerry Von Erich. And let's go to Mark Loretz.
5 minutes, 49 seconds. Kerry will be awarded with the bout after outside interference causing the disqualification.
And so a fallen Kerry Von Erich being ministered to by the referee seems to be okay. We'll be back to tell you more about World Class Championship Wrestling. I promised you the address for the booklet, Requiem to a Champion. That address is Box 2306, Dallas 75221. That's Box 2306, Dallas 75221. Well, that's it for World Class Championship Wrestling. I'm Bill Mercer. See you next week with more excitement.